What is up guys, Jarv here with another This Week in Destiny. This week is week 2 of season 19. We see the launch of the Dawning. We have new featured raid and dungeon content, the latest weekly rituals, the seasonal challenges, and more importantly, what tests is available for Bright Dust this week. There's a lot to get through once again, so be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below, and remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Just over 70% of the viewers on the channel aren't currently subscribed, so make sure to hit that red button and ring that bell to ensure you don't miss an update. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Another week and another This Week in Destiny. In week 2 of Season of the Serath, we see the launch of Dawning. We have to collect ingredients once again, bake treats and exchange gifts to celebrate the festive season. Unlike in previous year's events, we also have an event card. This can be upgraded with the event challenges. You can earn a new seal and unique rewards. And if you do upgrade it, you'll get instant access to an exotic emote, an exotic sparrow, and even an exotic shell. The Dawning will kick off on the 13th of December and run through until the 3rd of January in 2023. Now, as well as a brand new event card, we also have a brand new weapon called Stay Frosty. This is a stasis pulse rifle and comes with some very interesting new perks. This will be obtainable alongside the Glacier Chasm, the Cold Front, the Avalanche, and the Zypher Sword from previous Dawning events. And on top of those weapons, we also have a brand new armor set, which will be available via Eververse. You can pick up each set for 1500 silver or 6000 Bright Dust a set. So if you're looking to become a star baker, make sure to jump into the Dawning this year, bake plenty of treats, and spread that festive cheer. Now from here we're going to move on to the King's Fall Raid Challenge for week 2, and this week sees Gaze Amaze in rotation. This takes place over in the Golgoroth encounter, and the Gaze holder must stand in the pool of unclaimed light when swapping the Gaze. Golgoroth overall is one of the easier encounters inside this raid, and as a result this is one of the easier challenges. Now if you and your team can pull this off, you'll complete a triumph if you're working towards your Kingslayer seal, but also an additional harrowed loot chest. King's Fall is certainly well worth running, especially as we're back on the power grind in the brand new season. Now next up we're going to move on to the featured raid and dungeon content for the week, and the featured raid for week 2 is the Garden of Salvation. Now this raid takes place in the Black Garden and launched alongside Shadowkeep. Now with the launch of the Spire of the Watcher, there's a lot of similarities between some of the bosses in this raid and the bosses in the new dungeon. With that being said though, as the featured raid for this week, all the challenges will be available, making it a perfect opportunity to complete any outstanding seals. On top of that, some of the weapons in this raid are perfect for the brand new dungeons, so make sure to jump in, claim those challenges, and get your hands on some sweet raid loot. As for the featured dungeon, Pit of Heresy returns to rotation. This also launched alongside Garden of Salvation back in Shadowkeep, and much like that raid, if you can defeat the final boss in this dungeon, both activities will offer additional pinnacle rewards. So much like the King's Fall raid, these are both excellent opportunities to get those additional pinnacle rewards. Now from here we have a quick update on the Dares of Eternity loot pool. Now as we know, there are exclusive weapons and armor to this activity from the 30th anniversary pack, and in season 19 we've seen an update to both loot pools. Now as things currently stand, it isn't possible to see the loot pools via the API, so it's going to take a few weeks before we know exactly what loot you can get from this activity each and every week. So it's with that being said, it's going to take at least 2 more weeks before we know exactly what the loot pools look like. So until then, the Dares of Eternity section of this video is on hiatus until we've nailed down exactly the loot pool for this activity. But once we have that information absolutely nailed, you can be confident that the Dares of Eternity section will return each and every week. Now next up we're going to move on to the weekly rituals, and we have a new Nightfall for week 2 of season 19, and the Scarlet Keep returns to rotation. This will be a Grandmaster Nightfall later in the season, and is certainly one of the longer Nightfalls in this season's rotation. Now much like Dares of Eternity, we're still working out the rotation for the Nightfall exclusive rewards, but as before, once we have that rotation nailed, you can be confident in the knowledge knowing that this will also return to This Week in Destiny. Now alongside the Scarlet Keep Nightfall, we also see Mayhem return to the Crucible, certainly one of the more enjoyable Crucible game modes, and will allow for easy Crucible ranks. So whether you're looking to rank up Lord Shaxx or earn that quick additional pinnacle reward, make sure to jump into Mayhem if you're still on the power grind. Now, as well as a Mayhem, we also see bonus Gambit ranks all week long, a perfect opportunity to work towards the ritual weapon for this season. So whether you're going to be chasing that or looking to gild your Dredging title, make sure to jump into Gambit this week to earn those bonus ranks and also work towards some of the seasonal challenges for this week. Now, speaking of seasonal challenges, there are in fact 10 new seasonal challenges for week 2 of Season of the Serath. The first one is called Fire in the Void, and here you need to defeat combatants with void or solar damage in Heist battlegrounds. That's alongside Lost in the Legend, and here you need to complete a Lost sector on Legend difficulty or higher. Next up we have Mid-Range Calibration, and here you need to calibrate mid-range weapons such as hand cannons, glaives, auto rifles, fusion rifles and machine guns, all in the Cosmodrome, and you get bonus progress for rapidly defeating combatants. That's alongside Bank Kill Repeat, so you'll need to earn points by banking moats, defeating blockers and defeating guardians in Gambit. That's alongside Freezing Void, and here you need to defeat guardians with bonus progress being granted for defeating opponents with void or stasis effects. Next up we have the Fallen Fall, and here you need to defeat fallen combatants in the Vanguard playlists or strikes, and you earn extra progress for defeating tougher combatants. Now, alongside those 6 seasonal challenges, there are also 4 additional challenges, however these are all currently classified. These are likely heavily linked to the seasonal story which will roll out week over week this season. So to find out exactly what these challenges are, make sure to jump in on this weekly reset and progress your seasonal quest. Now, with the seasonal challenges out the way, it's time for one of the most important parts of the week, and that's what Tess has available for Bright Dust in week 2 of Season of the Serath. Now, over in the Bright Dust featured shelf, we have a legendary emote called Solo Fist Bump. Now, a lot of these items are brand new this year due to the Dawning, so sadly we don't have a preview of this. But if you're looking to pick it up, make sure to do so, and this will set you back 700 Bright Dust. That's alongside a transmat effect called Snowy Entrance. Now, this would normally cost you 200 silver, but will be available for 450 Bright Dust. As for the shader this week, this is called Beneficence. This is brand new for this year's event and isn't currently available for preview. So make sure to check it out and pick it up, and this will set you back 300 Bright Dust this week. That's alongside another legendary emote called Ho Ho Hum. Again, we sadly don't have a preview of this, but this will set you back 700 Bright Dust this week. Now, over in the main Bright Dust store, we have a brand new exotic emote called Snowball Fight. Now, it is possible to pick this up for 1,000 silver or 3,250 Bright Dust. That's alongside Snowshoes, which is another legendary emote. This one though is from a previous Dawning event, and we do have a preview of it. So if you're looking to pick it up, this will set you back 700 Bright Dust this week. That's alongside the Festive Exotic Ghost Shell, brand new this year. So if you're looking to pick this one up, this will set you back 2,850 Bright Dust. That's alongside the Murphmobile, a returning Micro Sparrow from a previous Dawning event. So if you like the look of this, this will set you back 2,500 Bright Dust. That's alongside a brand new exotic ship called Serios Majoris, an absolutely awesome looking ship and brand new for this year's Dawning event. Now, this is part of a cosmetic set, or you can pick it up for 2,000 Bright Dust this week. The penultimate item on offer is a legendary transmat effect called Sweet Entrance. Once again, if you're looking to pick this one up, this will set you back 450 Bright Dust. And the final item on offer is an exotic weapon ornament for the Anarchy exotic grenade launcher. This one's called Compliance and was part of the previous Dawning event. So if you fancy picking this one up, this will set you back 1,250 Bright Dust this week. So there we have it, guys, a good look on everything that you can expect in week 2 of Season of the Serath. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.